everybody, and welcome to another episode of Curse the Money Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse Destroyed, but it's been changed, transformed, and we're playing the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and probably some gore. We shall see how it goes. But with that, I have a wonderful cast of players. I have Lady Illyria, our half-elven magus, played by Pepper. Hello, welcome.
Hey, hopefully no gore for my character.
Or you will inflict some, eh?
That's true, yeah. Hopefully.
Amatia, our changeling druid, played by Cookie. Hello, welcome.
I wanted to believe that there are good hags, but it seems there should only be dead ones.
Ooh! Ooh! We usually have Sir Irius with us, our dwarven wizard, played by Neo, who is sadly taking care of his dog tonight. So we wish him, all the best. Strengthening hugs and all that. But we have Nyx of the Vistani, our tiefling bard, played by Adriano. Hello.
Kung Fu.
Oh. Huh. And certainly not the shortest, Sir Jibkaz, our undead paladin, played by Woo! Hello, welcome.
Plenty of gore for me.
Alright, Cookie, what happened last time?
I shall tell you what happened last time. Bunkering down for the night, we head to our bedrooms in the Sleeping Knights Inn. Chief Cause wonders what Vukon's reaction and response will be to us not following through with our given task. For us to kill Wenzel, we hope that the morning will bring us more insight. Elia asks Godfrey Gwillem what the Knights of Argynvostholt are currently up for sending. Godfrey confirms that the Knights are posted to the north, awaiting Team Trauma's departure from the swamps. Vladimir wants us dead and gone now, so our safe haven is not invaded during the night, but there's certainly activity outside. More scarecrows return to clean up after the last night's fight. Restless souls walk various roads in the dark. Matea and Dana have long and intense conversations late into the night. Tarot cards are pondered upon. Sock puppets are needed, yes. And Mary Stress cleans the kitchen in the early morning. As the light of dawn of the first day of the month of Borek touches our window, a strange pulsating orb of white-blue light follows it. It expands into a fist-sized orb of crystallized energy that floats in the center of the room, and it flash freezes everything inside. At first, we're wary that it's dangerous, which is understandable. But Jivkaz quickly and unmistakably recognizes this the presence of Boreas himself, the Morning Lord, or so-called. Jivkaz raves in his reverence, and as he explains what he senses, a layer of the orb cracks and forms words on the ground in Borean. Despair not! Great rewards come to those who struggle well. We go back and forth as we ponder upon what this means, whilst Jivkaz glorifies the Mountain Lord in his Jubilee. The Mountain Lord? Then, the orb coaxes Jivkaz to interact with it, and when he does, Boreas strengthens him. In turn, the orb approaches the rest of us and delivers the same blessing. For the rest of the session, Jivkaz's determination and faith is revived tenfold. Religious zeal is one hell of a drag. After the orb disappears, we notice incredibly thick mist seemingly pressing up against our windows, threatening to break in. Thankfully, it seems like it failed and the mist began to slowly peter out. We gather ourselves and rejoin Matea in the main room. She makes it clear to us that she is ready to confront Baba, and she offers her full magical repertoire and knowledge towards that end. She teams up with Jivkaz to enable Nyx to make a more usable map of Beres proper. Breakfast is interrupted by Matea's shrieking and creepy door, which announces that a stranger has approached the door. We take precautions, but in the end, it just turns out to be a letter from Vukon. It claims that Wenzel discovered the bodies of the family floating in the river, and the official theory is that they attempted to leave the swamps and tragically died in the process. But Matea's role in keeping the pregnancy and child a secret has been deemed a traitorous act, and Matea has been ordered to appear before Baba at sundown. to receive her punishment. If she doesn't comply or come alone, Baba will also punish the rest of her coven. Woman has been warned that if he attempts to help, he will be banished as well. And the letter also singles out ourselves. If we meddle with Baba, Baba will revoke her natural stance towards us. Matea believes this ultimatum will lead her to her death if she complies, and whilst we aren't certain who truly killed the family, considering how they are covering their tracks and singling Matea out, makes Baba and Vukon more complicit and suspicious. We begin exploring the situation at hand, and we learn from Matea that the teleportation circle is on top of the fish dock central hill. Baba's home is actually small, but it's actually a small hut built within and top of the animated oak. Baba can focus on the
Words.
Okay.
Words.
Baba can focus on a creature one at a time and learn of their location within the swamps with some margin of error. Baba can see and hear through the eyes of her bloodfly swarms. Matea doesn't know where the skull is, but she suspects that Baba keeps it close. Vukon is a skilled alchemist, and he has a potion that allows him to transform into living water, and Baba would probably be enraged if Vukon is killed. Matea warns that if we decide to confront her at a given time, she will probably be prepared with several serpents around. With Nyx's new ability to make his own teleportation circles, Baba has magical protection against tracking, keeping Baba from asking for more battle support from Castle Ravenloft, Vukon's home unique position out in the waters. Perhaps there is a way to disable Baba animated tree. And we need to claim the skull and Baba's three body part ingredients. Well, it's all sent us into various ideas of how to walk out of it triumphant. Can we? Maybe. Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh.
Ay. Okay. Let's return to where we were. All right. Here it is. The walls closing in, the point of no return. Baba and her faithful have forced you into a position of having to make an active choice now. Whatever you choose to do will have far-reaching and significant consequences ahead. There's still time to step back, to retreat, to risk your lives another day for another cause. If so, Matea will be gone. Baba will have cemented her grip further on her acolytes and move forward with whatever plans she might have. You will still be hunted by the Knights of Argynvost, under scrutiny by Strahd, and perhaps one day, when you're stronger and wiser, you will have to face the threat of Baba as she defends the one she calls her son. But this is not your intention. You do not intend to leave Matea to her fate, leave Baba to her own devices. Now is the time for brash and the brave to insert your will into this flow of fate, to twist it to your desires. You will have to cast this die and brace for whatever comes your way, be it bitter setback, terrible defeat, or a step towards your ultimate goals, to win the chance to struggle yet another day. The time for a clear choice is upon you. So Team Trauma, how will you make your play?
Lyria just finishes her drink, kind of looks to the rest. Okay, so we will use Dusk and Dawn to get close quickly to Wukon and get the teleportation circle on the way, right? And then we'll just see how we can get information from Wukon.
Indeed.
I am with
Wukong.
you, but will we all fit? I'm bringing Dana as well. She owes me.
It depends. I mean, if we just get dusk and dawn, then definitely not. I mean, not even all of us fit then.
I can get you more than just dusk and dawn, if you wish.
Yeah, I mean, they can help, I suppose.
No, I mean, I've gone quite powerful. I can bring more birds
Yeah.
if it's necessary.
It may be in order to stay as undetected as possible.
Yeah.
Very well. Then it shall be so. Once we step outside, I will show you friends of mine.
Yeah, and I suppose if someone can't follow us, they should just be back up and come towards Wukon. Yeah. But it would be good to have you with us, Matasia. I hope you can talk some sense into Wukon. Get him to
I rather
agree
die out there with you than wither away in here, if I may be so selfish.
That would
Yes.
be selfish.
Okay.
Let's move
Then,
out then.
Yeah, let's do that. And I'll send a message to Elsa once we think are around the teleportation circle.
My friends, if there are any preparation we can do before battle starts, now's the time. Or perhaps later. I don't know,
Totally
any
battle
sort of
for me.
spell, anything of the sort. Now's the time.
Mateja actually whispers a few words in Kopta. Underneath the turban binding her hair, there's a bright light of yellowish green and a faint kind of arcane outline of the same color begins to shimmer all around her.
Page hour, nice.
Okay. I think we move out then.
Mm-hmm.
Nix, anything else you want to add or say? I don't know, it's a bit risky.
I mean, the fact that we're all here together and trying to do good here it's heartwarming. I never expected such a group of people to become such a massive influence on my homeland. It's truly inspirational. Let us keep
Oh,
going with our
you're
journey.
making me blush, Nix. I need to concentrate, and they will storm out.
Let us keep an eye for any of her envoys.
And bats.
I would count those.
Yeah. Still need to think if we want to set Soul out to reconnaissance.
I think we said that Soul will probably be a watchdog over the teleportation circle.
Yeah, and then we just hope that, yeah.
So
Yeah.
for right now, Soul with me.
Yeah, and I think the orders you give him is that if something appears, Soul should search for you.
Both of
Yeah, search and start putting some lights on.
Yeah.
Soul knows where Wukon's house is, so hopefully he
Yeah.
can find his way back.
Yeah, he will
Okay.
start there, but you might have moved on by that point. So,
Yes.
who knows? Who knows?
Let's see what else. I think.
Mateja will also offer her Pearl of Power to somebody if they would want it.
Oh, what's that?
So a third level
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
I think Hamatia is better to have that. She has
Otherwise, I
more
mean,
larger spells. I mean, Nyx can do it
Okay.
as well, but
Mateja
I think
will also
Mattia,
use it in battle for you.
I think I can take it though. So
Yeah.
it's like a one-time use thing, right?
Yes, but it
Once
does
the-
require
per day.
attunement.
but yeah.
Oh wait, attunement. I think I'm attuned to free stuff. No, I'm attuned to two stuff.
Probably if it's a tune, leave on Matasia, I'd say.
I'm at
She's already
22
at
kings,
twos.
so I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm at 23. I don't know to the stone. So yeah, I'm at 2.
Yeah.
So I can't.
And I will put it out there. Matasia is level 8, so she is.
She's got some spellcasting, yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
So she will not be, you know. She speaks with
Okay.
conviction when she says that, you know,
Good.
she would be strong.
And Data is joining us as well.
Yeah.
She can give it to us if we survive.
Yeah.
Fair.
I
Okay.
think she should
She'll
use
keep
it,
it for
though.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna. Yeah, but there's someone has space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nix has space, but
Yeah, okay, nice.
it's okay for now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I take it from a corpse, otherwise.
Okay.
Kamate
So
will
four
step aside.
birds. 4 birds.
Yes. So
Dust,
we.
dawn, moon, and midnight.
So for
And we're
the sake of
7
the
people.
New... Yes.
Yes.
Each can carry 2.
Jivkos should probably be on his own one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just dusk and dawn for the new people here, dusk is this very sort of dark crimson, edgy sort of verb, and dawn is more like a really bright yellow verb. 2 new verbs, midday and midnight, will also be, which one is like pure white and the other is like pitch black.
Oh. Okay.
So it's
All
like,
right.
so these are the 4 verbs now.
Okay.
I'll do a vibe check.
Do a vibe check.
Vibe check.
Whoa.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
That's a 5th level spell.
Before you do that, as you step out, I think you peek your head out a little bit first, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not just like
yeah, we wanted to have a look
immediately
around,
blast
make sure
a high level spell as soon as you step out.
Where are the scarecrows?
Mhm.
It's another warm day of incredibly high moisture in the swamps of Beres. The misty cloud cover above seems slightly darker and thicker than it used to be, and it seems to be raining ever so faintly. But that doesn't really matter, because there's already so much water in the air itself that every exposed surface of your skin and fur immediately turns damp. For mortal kin, your ability to sweat has lost its potency, and you find it easier to overheat yourself. Within moments, you are soaked by this unescapable moisture, and exhaustion looms closely on the horizon unless you take it somewhat slow. You also see several dancing black clouds of flies around the inn. They swarm over ponds, on top of the roofs, and within the branches of trees around, away from the reach of those who walk the ground. With all of that, together with the intense sound of insects and croaking toads all around, this bog has never felt as threatening as it does now. It's hard to breathe. It's hard to think. But I don't think you're ready to just roll over just yet.
Seems like no welcome, at least for now.
I think we should try and see if we can get less eyes before continuing.
I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
about speed, right? I mean, take on the see the birds. It's got 4 giant birds. There's no other birds in around here.
Matasia kind of walks out together with a very grumpy looking Dana. She is like, there's heavy, like, shadows underneath her eyes, and she looks like ready to curse somebody out, but she is keeping her mouth closed with like a trembling jaw, and she looks angrily towards Matasia and the rest of you. And both Matasia and Dana kind of looks up and see all of these blood flies, and there is a like look of surprise on both of their faces. This is not like a normal thing. And Matasia looks to the rest of you and says, there certainly seems to be a vested interest to know what is happening around my home.
What's the thought?
She will know now that we have left together.
Well, I think
She shall.
Then, shall we depart?
Indeed. It's full already.
Okay, you summon the things, all right, and you go flying. You're not as fast as you want to be as you're the river, because they will be heavily encumbered because their bronze scores aren't the highest. But indeed, 2 people can fit. But it's basically halving their speed. But it's still like great because you're
maybe-
flying, right?
Speed is not really our requirement at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Where speed?
Yeah.
There's still
And
just
I mean,
faster
even,
by
like,
How many
speed
people
half.
are we? How many people are we?
7?
Well, 7 people, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with the speed half, it's still like,
Yeah.
what?
We're going as
8
the crow
meters
flies.
per turn, so it's fine.
And we're also
Still
going
faster
to
than walking.
there.
Yes.
So what? That's 10 minutes by walking. How fast is it by bird?
If you're 8 instead of 6 meters, then like 10 becomes like 8.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're going straight through the circle first.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you quickly jump on top of dusk, dawn, noon, and midnight. Mataja certainly compliments Hamatia on her magical ability. There's a lot of oohs and ahs and like patting of the head, and like good job. Very proud. Certainly not something that seems to be normal around this place. The swarm seems to become agitated as you do these things, and they kind of seem to shift a little bit in their positions as you do. And as soon as you take flight, they zoom behind you. But slowly but surely, they are left behind in the mists. They're not able to keep up with you.
Ah! It's death! My birds are the fastest! You're flying stuck, Baba!
I need Irius to make me a perception composure.
Oh. Does anyone have his upgraded
Yeah.
sheet? Oh, you do, yeah.
Thank you so much, by the way, Adrian. I appreciate it. You have the most experience with that character sheet.
Yeah, no worries.
And just experience overall.
Perception and composure, holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn! It's like as high as my athletics.
Nice. Very perceptive, very composure.
How
Very perceptive, much composure.
high are you going? How high above the ground?
Probably just above the tree line.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
6-7 meters.
Mm-hmm. Like 2-3 stories, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is Arius with on a burn, by the way?
Last time it was Illyria. So.
Okay. Okay. Arius is gonna like lean into the wind as you're flying above that basically inland pond or somewhat lake to Illyria's ear, or perhaps Arius in front, since Arius is smaller.
Yep.
It's more like lean back.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Illyria, I think I quickly saw something down there. A shape. I think a few branches even.
Oh, shit. Can I like look like where is he like looking at?
Yeah, he's pointing in direction, but even like during the time it took him to say this,
Yeah.
it seems to whatever he's pointing as is just misty and waters. Just mists
But it
have
was
taken
like,
over.
where are we? Like, was it like here or like?
Well, it's a little bit hard since you don't have the. But you said you wanted to go basically like
Yeah,
straight,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so, yeah.
So underneath you currently there seems to be waters.
Okay, so it's somewhere, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I noticed that and I say, okay, yeah, I mean, if it's branches, it might be the tree. Which also means it's gonna be Baba. But, I mean, plan is to not engage with her for now, so let's go to the teleportation circle and share information there.
That's what I was thinking. These dwarf's eyes will have a keen
Do
eye
you think we
look
should?
at.
Do you think we should pull up a little bit more? It can take us a bit higher, I think, just to be safe.
I think we're good. We should stay on speed.
Okay. Just a couple minutes thereafter, Nix will signal with the help of various compass, shenanigans, and a map, and indeed, like the landscape has gone from pond to indeed a swamp mainland, and then there is a quick kind of rise, steep hill underneath you that you have to like rise with to keep the same distance between you and the ground. And this is probably it.
As we get close, and like the moment we slow down, Illyria would like get close to the others and like tell them the information that Baba might be in the swamp between this teleportation circle and Matasia's home. At least we saw some branches come out of the water.
Was this in this thing over
Yeah,
here?
like we saw
Yeah.
water, so we don't know where exactly, but it must have been in this because if we go straight, we don't cross the other one.
Well, that is worrying, but that is still quite a distance from where we should be for the time. Perhaps
Few minutes,
leaving
perhaps.
Sol here may be indeed for the best to keep an eye out.
Furiously starts sketching in his book the teleportation circle.
Do you touch down on this like tiny clearing down here? No, from just above.
A circle,
You
like a
circle.
vulture.
Oh, well, as long as it's not a lit, it is basically just darkened lines within the soil itself. So you have to get pretty close. But
Maybe we like settle down to make some light.
oh yeah, that would definitely help. It's still like a 2-minute, 3-minute kind of ordeal here, at least, to make a good, like, so you feel secure that these sigils are indeed correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
You gotta
I
do
think
it.
all the vets are probably going to keep our eyes out for more.
Yeah.
And probably maybe even like Arius and like Illyria stay on a bird in like the sky around to make sure that they can
Yeah.
like see stuff from further away.
Yeah, for sure. That is definitely doable. For now, during this time, you do not see anything that piques your interest. Do you leave Sol here? I will point out that Arius was, when he was flying in this direction, he was pointing to his right.
Oh yeah, so
Yes.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could have Sol look for Baba, but yeah, I mean, that could also be an
It
option.
wouldn't be effective.
Yeah. I think it's okay to just keep him here. Unless we think it's a better idea to just have him look for Baba when we know roughly where she's at.
Yeah. I agree.
What do we think? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Stay here?
I think stay here.
Search or destroy, you a master spy. I can be anything you want.
Yes, we need both of you today. But first... Oh wait, I don't hear. Never mind.
You're just
I
about
always
to
want to
stick your
interact
head.
with Sol because they're so fun, but I
Yeah,
can't today.
He's just standing there doing like strongman poses.
Yeah, for sure. Flexing his tiny 6-legged muscles.
The sticks.
sticks.
Before we go to Wukon, I would send a message to Elsa on Twitterberg.
Ooh, all right.
And I would say, if you could entertain Strahd in the next minutes or so, and make sure nothing gets to him, that would be very pleasurable.
Oh, dearie me, I am not prepared. I'm not even dressed. It is so early in the night for me. I will see what I can do, but no promises.
Okay. And a vibe check. Ouch.
Ouch. The vibes weren't
all
there.
It's
It's all the same
Adrenaline.
soul, so yeah.
You weren't vibing.
Adrenaline
No,
is
not
high.
vibing.
And for a moment there, you're focused so much on Elsa's voice that you forget to keep close attention on your souls.
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine.
And one indeed joins the rest within their misty home.
Yay.
Yay! Welcome to prison.
We're already in prison.
I mean, the Soulmark is kind of person to begin with, so, you know.
Yeah.
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 Perhaps
One
you're
turn.
the
More fun in
problem.
my hand than in Barovia, I think.
We're never a problem. Sure.
Okay, so Soul remains there. Anything else?
I think we just go to Wukon.
Wukon.
Did we like I don't know, did the flies catch up with us again? Probably. Or
I
Um,
think
Life tree.
they lost us.
I mean, yeah, they lost
there
us. Yeah.
is a swarm here that you see.
Yeah, I'll just like fireball the shit out of them.
Fair. I mean, they will die over time. But question is if Baba already knows or not. You're not entirely sure. But you can blast
Sure,
it.
but
for
now
sure.
right now we're just over here circling teleportation circle down.
Yeah.
We haven't
Probably.
moved on to the next
It's true.
thing. So
Probably
can
not
just
best
split.
firebolt it. Yeah.
We
No,
don't
but
have
like
to all collectively move in one group. We could go in different ways and then.
No, we can flank.
You kind of explain like you were kind of like here, just like above, making sure that Nix is safe. As he kind of goes down a little bit with soul sound. Okay. So, where to next?
Wukons.
Wukon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going. Let's go.
Go
Let's go.
on.
And I think
Okay.
the plan
It's
is to
early
actually
in the
just
mornings.
fly straight to his front door, to be honest. Not to walk along that really long gangplank, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so by now around 14-15 minutes will have passed. Just to keep track. Have areas maybe another Jesus Christ. Perception composure. See what we get.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Arius will lean back and say, "Hold up a minute. Do you see down there, just by the shoreline? There's some figures down there."
It might be Wukon.
Yeah, I'll make some like hand movements for the rest of the group to kind of hold like the fist up.
He
and
is.
kind of point
You're basically over here, somewhere around here.
and point to where Arius has pointed.
Hey.
We follow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
nose. Amaki nose dives.
Squadron leader.
Okay, so you.
Follow.
So you just like brazenly just appear in the sky.
Really? Yep.
Hi.
Matias going first. We'll follow.
Okay. Okay. Let me fix this then. Need to get some beds out. True lay of the land. Dana and Matanger as well.
This is it, guys.
Yeah, well, first we'll start talking, then Nick's gonna charm, and then
We're gonna talk to
Gotta
him
get the
first. Protect
information.
with her. We're just here to make sure that she's, treated fairly.
yeah, maybe we're a little bit angry at how we have been like the message, like, oh, how dare you just say that, and it's very rude. We'll see like how we like approach it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe a minute of talking.
Plus, like,
and
I
then-
was assuming Matasia's fucking outraged, so
Yeah, she got something to say, I'm sure.
Sure. For sure. Okay. And then we have and the
How?
I'm just setting up the I didn't know like how we were gonna approach this or you would see this, so just making sure that everything is
Very fair,
as it
very
should
fair.
be.
We nosedive into it.
Indeed.
just fucking ram him.
On the arc of the sun.
What is an eagle if not the ram of the sky?
Yeah.
Treat him like you would hitting somebody with a car.
With a car?
Yeah,
Wow.
like with a Dodge Challenger.
Why is it such a specific
I
type
Dodge
of
Challenger because
car?
those things are fucking massive. They're American as hell.
Okay. All right. So quickly, you nose dive down to where Arius is pointing. Three figures quickly appear in the mist that Arius just saw, first. And quickly you see the top of a head that has white paint streaked through it at the top, heavy dreadlocks. There seems to be more of a slight build of a smaller, dark, brown-haired woman and a blonde ponytail of a younger person. And quickly, within these seconds of rushing air and extremely quick movements, the three faces of Rumen's coven look up. Very, very surprised.
That's also nice. Yeah.
Yes. What is your squadron leader, Golden One, Hamartia?
Yes.
What is your
What is
like?
my what?
What intention are you? What is your call sign?
My cause right now is after seeing them is
Boat
basically.
leader, obviously.
Yeah.
You know that one scene in The Lord of the Rings where there like a bunch of Rohirrim just circle around the party menacingly.
Okay, so you're like break a little bit to the side and begin like circling above.
Yeah, I wanna circle above him in an uncomfortable manner.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're here, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then you basically have like dust go like screech above their heads. All of them like go to like run away one direction, but then the other birds sweep in and they like have to move back and they end up like back to back in a circle. Okay.
I would like mention for Metasia and Dana to go down, and I will also go down with Arius to get closer to them.
Oh, all right.
Like talking range.
It seems like Red One is not listening to Gold Leader's instructions.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe getting information.
All of their hands are up, ready at a moment's notice to cast or to defend themselves. And as soon as you touch down, Rumen kind of
I mean, we're still
barrels.
in the air, but like close enough to talk, basically.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like basically hovering
Basically
above
on
the ground.
But like, yeah, exactly.
Okay, more like head height, so they just don't need to look up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Hear you. Rumen pushes Wenzel aside to look towards you, Illyria, because you were kind of like the last one who were in his face. So he kind of puts himself in front of Wenzel.
Guys are far away from
It's you again.
It is. You're quite far away from your home.
Rumen kind of looks over his shoulder towards the other two. Not for long. We have heard what Woken has to say, and we're planning to return home.
Have you heard what Wenzel had to tell you?
He looks over his shoulder again. He's under strict orders, it seems, and I'm not the one to break such trust.
You can just nod to what I'm saying, if you want. Because he snitched on the two dead Coven people to Baba. And now they're dead. All they wanted was to get their baby safe. Not to trouble this place any longer. But it seems like that was not in the cards. There was no talking, there was no option giving, they were just murdered. And you can see what's left of them. Well, you can see the circle that everyone standing in near the statue. If you want to look. I'm gonna look over to Wenzel. I hope you're happy with what you did.
Wenzel is like in a cold sweat, like looking between you and like the back of Rumen. Rumen actually, his face kind of like goes from this extreme defensive worry and tension to actually a little bit of surprise, and he looks over his shoulder to Wenzel. This seems, some of the things you're telling him is not apparently what I've been told.
Yeah, she figured.
I see. Rules have still been broken. Contracts not fulfilled. And I see you are aiding, indeed, the traitor. Mataja, how are you feeling currently? Mataja, just her face like darkens as she gives him the finger. And Rumen chuckles.
Traitor is a really strong word for someone that did really nothing wrong. Outside of not choosing death as the first course of action. I'm sure you would like that too if you were ever to do a misstep, to not be immediately murdered. But that seems to be the way of things here, is it not? There's only one thing you can do. Either you don't do anything wrong, or you get murdered. And Metaja is next, it seems, because how dare she actually pursue another path? Why couldn't the baby just been given over to the lackey and everyone continues their lives? What do you think, Rumen?
I am not as disillusioned as some people seem to be here of who our mistress truly is. I'm not planning to break any rules, but I'm not going to risk my neck in vain. I will say that just moments ago I was asked if I wanted to guard his front door with him, just in case somebody would drop by. I declined. I have no interest in helping Vulcan through whatever schemes he's doing. I am going to take my coven back to our home and wait to see what is unfolding.
Sure. Do as you wish. Who knows what the right choice is anyways? I told you what you need to know. So, I think we can get on our ways again if we want. And I look up to Hamatia, still circling.
Amadia gives a silent nod and circles up.
I hope you make the right decision. For you and your coven. I don't want them any harm.
You certainly have shown yourself impressive, but you are nothing in comparison to our mistress, so I would actually be relieved if Vulcan is no longer here. But then you will be crushed by Baba, and perhaps I will become the new apprentice. All is well that ends well.
All is well in the lucky. She just sits herself and then just kind of flies up.
Both the younger members of Rumen's coven are like twitching as you move. Mateja sends like another like very angry stare towards Rumen and like say like you choose the wrong side, and Rumen is like I don't think so, and like a bunch of like insults are had, but you move on.
Yep.
Okay.
I still have the time to think. Yep.
Okay. All right. Then let's move then to you leave them behind. You begin flying over the waters of the old Lunar River. And eventually, at the end of that, in that natural lagoon, you see the pretty sunken and indeed rather pitiful state of that small swamp cabin sitting on those stilts. Oh, actually, let's just copy you guys over here.
Darkness.
Darkness, indeed. I'm gonna copy you on a moment. These. Okay. How do you approach this?
Squadron leader? Gold leader?
I ask, are we going guns blazing? Not guns, arrows blazing.
I mean, we don't talk blazing, I think. We wanna like, be kind of annoyed, but also wanna talk for a minute, and so we can charm him, hopefully, and then get the information we need. So, like talks blazing.
Alright, very well, let's talk blaze. And Hamadia will search for... Like, we're going to take a good scan at the home to see if, how many entryways there are to the house itself. Like, is only the one way into from the dock, or there other ways in?
Okay, you begin circling. Are you guys like overt when you talk? as you kind of like descend and circle around the area?
No.
I think we're more like using hand gestures, right? Like
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
beforehand we already
Areas
like,
looking
yeah.
around.
Yep. Fair. There seems indeed to be several windows around the area, but for now you're only seeing one main door, and it's still like, you know, the whole house is leaning up indeed against this massive stump of a tree in the back that is giving it some kind of semblance of support. The rest of it, you know, it looks ready to sag at the moment's notice if it wasn't because of that. You do also see several bloodfly swarms dancing over the water of this lagoon. A couple of windows, but only one door.
Perhaps the door.
Very well then. Hamada is going to pretend to not be very pissed off right now and just go through the door, like land and go through the door.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, we should. Yeah. We'll try to have, I guess, a good marching order.
Yeah.
So probably.
We also want Metasia, I think, near the
Yeah.
front because we
Yes.
want her to be able to talk /
Yes.
just sort of be visible. Yeah.
Second line, I think, is good.
do you
So
want the
we're gonna be
birds
just
to
off.
like circle above after you're put down?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're just they pretend. I guess they could also do lookout. Yeah, they can call and shit. So they like do some lookouts.
I give an instruction, but if a big scary thing comes, I do freak a cousin in the row.
Okay, we'll place them out. Okay, and you can definitely do a marching order if you so please.
Yeah,
Um,
just in case we-
As you begin like landing and talking to each other and like shuffle around, you do hear movement inside. At that point, I mean, it's hard to keep this a secret at that point.
Yeah, I would like to open the door.
You go
Hello?
to open it and it's locked.
Wukon, we need to talk. You know, you can talk to us in person instead of sending us messages.
Are there any windows over here?
No, not at the pier. No. You do
We hear any,
hear.
like-
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking if I hear any shuffling or voices or something.
Yeah. In the end, you do hear some muffled voices, and raising his voice, still slightly muffled, you do hear that lilting, kind of soft, rather high-pitched voice of Wukong call out. Ah, if it isn't the strangers, we will open the door if you step back.
Lyria sighs and takes a step back.
Yeah. Jivkos will sort of gesture for anyone to move sort of out of the way because they're all currently in a line. Massively thingy.
Yeah,
I'll just
we'll take a few steps back.
Yeah, he'll offer like Metasia to sort of get behind him over here, not in the line where they can sense me out. I'm just looking at a lightning bolt here, okay?
Dana is actually gonna jump out on the boat, deftly. Actually, she seems pretty limber when she does, despite her old age.
Yep.
I think Arius is gonna hide among the crates up here. For sure.
Here, we'll just take a step back.
Okay. And soon you do hear the sound of a lock turning, and the door is pushed open on its own but it's like very, very slowly as it does. And you see like the retreating form of that pretty depressed man you haven't really gotten a good read of yet kind of back away, and Vukan is standing there in the center of the room. He still wears that very, very long teal light blue cloak that covers most of his head and all of his clothing. His long, slender, like pale hands are clasped in front of his stomach in a very like polite kind of stance.
Amatia will approach first and say, "Hello, Vukan. It's nice to see you again."
You will have to move up a
I
little
did
bit.
find it kind of rude that you were just sending a message instead of talking to us. And I also look over to Nyx to have him involved for his charm.
Get in here, basically.
I'm so back behind. Yeah.
Hey, get over here.
You said step away.
Yeah, no step back.
No. You want me here? You want me there? And
Yes.
like I go up to the door frame, and you know how like actors kind of like prop themselves up against the frame of the door.
Yes.
Just like one arm up there.
Yeah, or forming a bit, yeah.
Yeah. And like with a bit of a swagger, like kicks one leg like onto a little bit of an angle, so he's like fully resting up against the door frame. He goes, "Buddy, you don't call, you don't write, you just send message. We're here to actually see you. We missed you. May we come in?"
Nyx, Lady Lyria. It's good to see that you are all right.
We've been
Did
through a lot.
I see? Did you approach Wenzel as I asked?
We've done as you asked. But is it any way to have a conversation with people that are your allies by having them stand in your doorway?
You must understand my worry. Wenzel is still alive, and whatever lies he has spun, I fear it has infected you as well. And considering that Mateja is now with you, probably out there, but outside of my current eyeline, I'm sorry, friends, but I am quite concerned with what you're currently thinking.
Why don't you help us out? What are we thinking?
I hope you tell me. I hope that you will assist us in justice that needs to be meted out for these lies that has been told my fair mistress, and that we all can remain steadfast allies and friends.
If you think Wenzel is such a liar, have you sent him a message too? Or is that not something you're interested in?
I don't see how that is. What do I have to say to such a person?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like if you do lie or do something wrong, you get murdered usually here. So I'm surprised that Wenzel can just walk around if he's such a liar.
It seems my words haven't reached the heart of my mistress yet. It's my personal convictions we're talking about.
But when you say that you're looking for justice, so are we. That's why we're here.
Oh, here to deliver Mateja to my safe hands, then?
Well, I'm sure that we can figure out some sort of dialogue. After all, if we're not talking, we're not friends, and we should be friends, don't you think?
I certainly want to remain friends. I think it's beneficial for us all. I would hate to see the day where Baba would look upon your presence unkindly.
We'll put a pin in that one. After all, you didn't give us exactly the most generous welcome mat on
I don't think she's
entry
gonna
here.
like me ever, but yeah.
She is
Yes, it
a
is.
tough woman to please, shall we put it that way.
Indeed.
But in any case, we are here with an open dialogue, and Nixa steps in and, depends if you want to gauge minutes here. But his swagger will eventually find its way to him resisting his hips, like Shakira.
Shakira.
Nick's has this job.
Is there a saving throw involved?
Of course, it's empathy, composure.
With disadvantage, isn't it?
No, it's just contested against my persuasion.
Yeah, unless we. Yeah, true.
Alright, let's...
Yeah, can I? Since I have also been talking, can I help in this conversation? And
I mean, you are certainly helping, but since this is a contested kind of deal...
Yeah. This is a charming effect. This
you
is
know,
not
just
like a-
asking. You know, I gotta.
Yeah, that
ask,
is fair. You gotta ask. You gotta ask.
I gotta
Ask.
ask.
Get that English accent going.
I cannot. I would not.
Go ask, Skinny.
Oh my god, what of water?
Okay, so you have to beat 23.
Yummy.
Pretty low roll.
Oh. You do not see Wukong tense up. Instead, there seems to be a bit of a relaxation of the face and some of the shoulders, and he seems locked in this conversation.
Great. Then he will consider me a good friend, and that we are allies and all chummy. And says, just like I remember. Wait. Come on in, guys. It's time for tea.
Yes, let's go. Thank you so much for your hospitality, Vokon.
By all means, as I said
got
many times, I think we can be of benefit to each other.
Naturally so.
Anna,
Now,
would you be the put on another pot? Anna looks between Wukong and the rest of you with a little bit of a wow, and then she nods without saying anything back and moves to the kitchen.
now, like I said, in terms of justice comes in all shapes and forms, but also dialogue needs to be continued. So,
Yeah, just
yes,
the message is not
Matea
enough.
is here. Indeed, the message is definitely not enough for good friends to have a conversation. Now, you're right, Matea is here, and she also wishes to express her own personal words after things that have happened. I'm sure we can hear her out at least, right?
I am willing to do so for a moment, for our friendship's sake. There has been some clear orders from my mistress that Monteja is now indeed a traitor. I cannot offer any aid or support her way.
You think that assessment is fair and correct?
Who am I to question my mistress's endless wisdom?
Oh, everyone is allowed to question anyone. And I think you should.
I don't see how that is advantageous for me in current circumstances.
I mean, thinking of all things is usually very advantageous for you. Not just ignoring some thoughts.
I'm not ignoring. I'm weighing the balance, the scales. It is not to my benefit. I must admit, Nyx, Lady Lyria, I am disappointed with what happened yesterday. I risked quite a lot to make sure that Baba's eyes were elsewhere.
Well, we figured out that he's not a monster, so, you know,
Really?
that changes. Yes.
And you're certain of this?
We are, yes.
Ah. It might have been my imagination. Perhaps I was overworked and tired. On guard, paranoid. I will have to re-examine how I view the young person. And perhaps find a way to move on from these suspicions. He was indeed very helpful in finding these unfortunate corpses of their family in the river. I understand now why Baba has been so keen to favor him.
Yeah, well, now you understand that, you know, as information changes, decisions change. And that's why it's good to think of everything.
Well, of course, I said it was your choice. Still, I thought there was something positive we could have achieved there together, but whatever you please.
You still think that you would have a positive outcome by killing a person who turns out to not be a werewolf?
I think my prudence at that point would have given me some goodwill, Miss Amartia, to perhaps take up the position that you may be coveting. And indeed, as I said many times, I would have made sure that Baba's bright favor would have shown your way. This awkward no man's land between us of not being welcome, yet still allowed, would have been cleared. And perhaps in time, you would have grown as a witch yourself, Amartia, to take the position from me, as it would have been in my custody.
Oh, that's very gracious, but I'm afraid I have no interest in your position.
Vukan, darling, not that we are trying to lead the topic of conversation too quickly, but we are also looking for further information. So perhaps if you would be so kind to help us out, you know, for old time's sake.
Of course, I still think there are great things we can achieve together.
Indeed. Now, my dear friend Hamatia here came to this land of Baba's in order to speak to her, and we have been struggling so hard to try and find her. But we heard on the grapevine that you are able to define where she is, and if you would be so kind as to help us out in terms of pointing out or letting us know where she is or how to get to her, or even, you know, certain things like, you know, how's that old tree doing of hers, and whether or not you've seen a giant big skull?
Oh, she remains close. She is concerned with all that has been happening, greatly aggrieved by the untimely deaths of her precious acolytes.
She killed.
Of course not.
Wukon, please. There's no need for this.
You understand that loyalty is what matters the most for Mistress Baba.
What
For
matters the most is staying alive for anyone, I think. Surviving. And I know you've only learned one way to survive, but I think it is foolish. So why don't you just tell us a little bit of your knowledge?
does it truly matter? Why do you care so much? What are you after?
We're surviving.
Hmm.
We need information.
Then clearly, following through with my plan would have aided you the most towards that end.
Well, Wukon, we have gotten a lot of information that you don't. From everything around this place. We not have been locked in here. So we just have more to go off. So I understand if you feel like our decision was wrong, but well, you can only know so much if you're locked in one place, locked to one person. We have been surviving. And this was a decision to survive. And coming here and talking to you is a decision to survive. I think you should appreciate.
Well, if you're so eager to have a conversation with my mistress and learn more, I'm not particularly confident in the current cards that you hold. But, of course, you may try to win her favor. I can set up a meeting place.
Let's discuss if you can help us now, rather than talking to her. Do you know anything? Just asking straight up. No bullshit. You seen the big skull that she carries around?
I don't understand. It has no bearing for your current position and things.
Can I just tell you that we know more than you do? You just gotta trust that this is meaningful for your survival and our survival.
He kind of looks down a little bit at his clasps hands. Then looks between you two. And then his face kind of goes through a few stages of emotions of thinking and then kind of surrendering. All right. Fine. This is getting tiresome keeping up these pretenses. There was a clear trade I put in front of you, and you failed to follow through. It would have helped you survive these plays and win Baba's favor greatly. But now I am uncertain of what... Are you truly thinking that Mateja right now is a good person to ally yourself with? You can hear like Mateja like shouting in the background, like "Ah, you motherfucker! Let me give you a piece of my mind." And Riz kind of pushing her back.
No,
Just in
she
case.
trusted in your wisdom, Wukong. But maybe she was wrong to do so.
If we're speaking of survival, she is rather gullible, and she shouldn't have. She has certain inclinations that makes her easy to manipulate. And it has worked in my favor and the favor of my own survival. She dug her own grave.
Yeah, and we don't want you to dug your own grave either.
If Dana did something very smart indeed, and you could have saved Mateja if you just followed through. Everything could have been pinned and swept under a rug.
Well, the past is the past, and the present is the present. What do you know of the skull? And she kind of like moves a step closer.
Make me a leadership here with presence.
Right.
Wukong is going to take a step back. 19. You seem to speak the truth, that you do know more than what you gave away the first time we met. Touché. It is in my mistress' possession. What of it?
Where is it?
It remains with my mistress. But more This is not about being obstinate or not showing any goodwill. And he sweeps his eyes towards Nyx. This is me surviving, but not saying more.
Are you sure about that?
I feel like you're here to push me into a corner.
Yeah, just like you did. It's almost as if that's what happens if you force other people to make decisions, Wukong.
But for your benefit,
We'll be.
we would all have been
Best.
happy and free. And in a
Why do
better
you hate
position.
him so much? Did you really see him as a werewolf? Oh, we're all friends here.
No, but he does show promise. And in a couple of years, that might become troublesome for me.
You see, that's what I'm afraid of. You would have had actually kill someone here And I have to say, you don't look like the sort of person who has the ability to dislike Babalisana. You see, you're a good fan, but I'm just damn a bit backed by how much false information you fed us. That's not what fans do on this radio, right? I mean,
It's clear that I have underestimated your capabilities and the depth of your knowledge, and that's why we're here speaking clearly for the first time.
but you see, I'm a...
And Miss
too,
Amartya,
yes.
I don't appreciate you speaking from some kind of moral high ground when, to survive, you turned children into pies. And you have all clearly stained your
Amartya
hands
pulls
with...
out a knife. And he will walk extremely aggressively towards him.
You have all clearly stained your hands in order to survive, no? This isn't any
Not
different.
Like this. This isn't different.
Where is
Are giving
Vulcan
a choice.
in the room? Where is Vulcan in the room?
He's like on the table. You can see him if you move a little closer.
Get in there.
She's going to take the knife
Oh,
and
hey.
just go towards him and almost like try to stab him and then stick it in the table and then get towards his face and say, "Do you think I've wanted to do what I did? Let me tell you something, you brat. Yes, I did survive. But you know what? I didn't get here to be in this position of power by saying, yes, Norma, yes, let's continue guiding children into bones. You know how I got here? I got here by killing her, by standing up for myself, by forsaking this will to survive this pathetic wriggling like a fucking worm. Now grow some bones!
Impressive. I did not particularly enjoy losing Meulen. He was a good acolyte. But he went behind my back, did things that our mistress do not approve of.
Would have been totally fine if the baby would have been just sent away.
I agree. I wanted that to happen as well.
But then you sent Vanzel there to see them.
Because a crime had already been committed. If Nella and Melatin would have gone to Mistress Baba with the news that she was pregnant, the baby would have been saved, would have been alive, and both of them as well. It's the...
You want to kill Matasia for just having them in her coven. Bullshit. And you know it.
Her actions made her untrustworthy.
Well, I'm sure Matea has something to say about that. Matea, would you like to come into the room?
Matasia is shaking in anger, and she is like, has a hard time letting anything through. Dana at this point have kind of like jumped back to the pier to like watch her from behind, and just like angry tears in her eyes, her arms like in a cross over her chest, like half confident, half like trying to protect herself.
It is time for you to make a decision. Yes, we have backed you in the corner, just like you have with a note to Metasia. And I want you to make the decision to give you the information you have willingly, or deal with the consequences of not giving your information willingly.
Consequences being me doing what I want to do right now.
Vulcan kind of looks down at you and the rest of y'all, and then locks eye with Metasia, and he kind of shrugs his shoulders. Honestly, there was nothing personal about it. It's just that your secrecy of it all and not letting me know. And Milladin's betrayal as well put you into this position. Matea, you really go, fuck that! How dare you do that? It was a baby, Vulcan! Like, at least punish me, sure, or Milladin or Nela or anything, but that baby could have still been taken to the orphanage of Malaki. Fine, if we weren't allowed to do things our ways, but the baby could have been alive by now. Well, I don't have anything to say towards that end. I wasn't actually there. Baba decided all of that, so blame it on her.
About
Oh,
blaming on the
I
both of you.
will.
Wukon, as I said, I'm putting you to a decision. We would like to know the information that you have, mainly where the skull is and where the heart of the tree is. And do you have the decision now to give that information willingly? I would encourage you to do so.
So you are here too.
We need to get that skull. And we'll do it with whatever means necessary.
Claim we get another Night Apostle victim then, little one? And Vulcan looks down at Martia.
Listen to me, you condescending son of a bitch. You are nothing. In my 18 years of winters living, I've achieved more than you did your entire fucking life. Now, I didn't want it to become personal, but you've made it personal. So yes, I'm ready to kill whoever is in my way right now. And you disrespected me. You've insulted me. You tried to place yourself above myself whilst being the lowest of worms. You will give Leia whatever she needs, or else I will grind the bones of both of your apprentices while you watch. Am I clear?
Viborius, would you feel like... I think this is more leadership, honestly. You're speaking
Yeah, it is.
quite from authority here. Yeah, there was a lot of acting and all of that, but a lot of words. Your choice of presence or manipulation.
Manipulation then.
Alright, manipulation, leadership.
Okay, leadership manipulation. Oh, I'm not leadery at all.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if I've been helping. Renew
Sure.
it.
Give me advantage.
Okay.
Considering the pressure from all sides here.
14, all in all.
Dang. It's alright.
Still 14.
I don't appreciate that tone. I have been far more than polite and welcoming so far. But I don't take your words lightly either, Mr. Mortier.
Lady Hamatia for you.
Fine, Lady Hamatia. I have informed Baba that you are here. I will make that clear. And
You know your time is ticking.
you're currently in my home. Don't be fools to think that us three are the only things here keeping me safe. But I hope you would perhaps look favorably upon this moment if Anna, dear, I see you there, hovering at the doorway. Forget the tea, it's all right. Would you please walk over to the altar and make sure our mistress is currently not listening in? Anna looks quite worried. Covenhead, are you... Anna? Now. And Anna carefully approaches the altar over here, and with one final look at Vulcan, she does reach out and twists it, and Vulcan looks back to all of you. If we would end up in a situation where, just throwing it out there, my mistress would be gone, and I'm still around, I don't think you're planning on making your home in these swamps, are you, Miss Hamatia? Lady Hamatia?
Not.
All I ask, if indeed such a fate would be to happen, that I would be left alone here with whoever's alive. Would you give me your promise? Witch to witch.
As long as you don't meddle in our affairs, and you don't cause suffering anywhere else in this damned valley, then you have
Give
my
us the
word.
information that we need.
Facto.
And when it all comes down to it, if we call upon you to aid, you will answer that call.
In the presence of Baba herself, I will have to stand by her side. But what if my attempts were lackluster? Or else she will simply turn her terrible magic upon me, and I would be no help for anyone. But I will say, indeed, if there's a clear shot for her neck, one final twist of a blade in her heart that is about to die, I will step in that moment.
I mean, in the future.
The terms of these negotiations, Mr. Nix, is that I will remain here, free of my mistress and free of anyone's meddling. It will be my lands, and I plan to remain here in peace.
And perhaps if it is your
Can I see
land,
if he's actually doing a double cross situation? Does he look like he's
a double cross.
New York, like a stock exchange guy?
Sure. Make me empathy composure.
I give him the squinty eyes.
Squint, squint.
24.
Woo!
Oh.
Wow! Um. You have been wary of Wukong, of course, because he seems rather too easygoing and like too polite and too gentle. Like, what a strange vibe to meet this kind of person in this place. And finally, when you pushed him into a corner and you start hearing the true colors of this person, and start to understand who he seems to be. He does speak with as much earnesty as you've seen him, perform right now. He seems convinced and earnest with these words, indeed. That this is what he wants.
Nix will fold his arms and rest back against the stove and shrug and look to Illyria and to Marty.
Mattia
That's
will
what you
give,
know.
Yeah, Martia, anything?
Mattia will give a nod and say, "We'll stay in our territory, you'll stay in yours. No suffering, and you give us knowledge. That's the pact."
If I'm directly ordered, Lady Amartia, to do something by the mistress, I would be dead if I did not. As we have all discovered, if I do not remain
We
faithful.
can just punch the shit out of you so you need to flee or something. We'll make it believable.
We'll
Like
make
you
it.
can't continue the fight.
You're not
And
worried
you'll
about
just
it.
be hovering around for your final blow as you like.
If
I can make that seem plausible indeed. I can take care of such, no need.
Just one punch I would like to do.
I think we got it covered.
She has
Very
a
well.
little smile, but then she'll say, "All right, the information, please."
The skull is with my mistress. It rests within the branches of the tree when I have seen it.
All right. And the heart of the tree. Have you seen it implanted?
I was not privy to such a ritual. But there is a new glow that is coming from beneath the floorboards of the hut itself that wasn't there prior.
Enough.
very well.
Do you think we can use this place as an advantage to know how your security system works here? But it has the benefit of being quite far out in the swamp.
I prefer not to smash my home into smithereens. Besides, my mistress is able to twist the waters. If I ever felt ready to challenge her face to face, I would not do it on open waters. That's all I have to say about it.
Right.
Well, it seems. Excuse me. It seems that we've reached an accord. You see, it wasn't so hard being truthful now, was it? And you get to survive.
Way better now. Either way, really.
I do enjoy that we are able to speak clearly. It's such a headache. Keeping track of all things. But to be
Hamatia
fair,
will-
it's. I understand your motivations far clearer now. I don't think I'm particularly in the wrong here. We both lied. But here we are.
Here we are. Hamatia will pull out the knife she's stuck in the table, the needle, and she'll throw it back into her long sleeve where she keeps it concealed. And she'll reach out for a shake of the hands.
Lyra is biting her tongue, not wanting to say what she wanted to say.
Well then, Lady Amartia. Let's see who proves themselves the more cunning witch, my mistress or you?
Indeed. This is. And just remember one thing. If on the field we'll see you turning coat against us in a clear way, I cannot assure I survive, but I can assure you that you will see your two friends die before you.
As I said, if I'm called to battle and have the time to show up to this location and I'm ordered to attack, I will throw some cantrips, perhaps poorly.
Very
Instead, make sure you look. This is a thing that we're planning. How about you get yourself dirty and damaged, and you send out a signal to your mistress, like, "Oh shit, they just attacked me. I'm very weak, but I escaped. I need help." And or like I cannot I need to run or whatever. Make sure she, feels capable of dealing it with herself, maybe, say you have damaged us greatly, or we have wasted a bunch of resources or something, and we will move towards her and we'll face her on land, as you call her to us. This is something you can do.
He thinks like back and forth about this, like mulls it over in his head. Yes. Yes. This is acceptable. But if I'm not at the location she wants me to be at, she might think that I have betrayed her.
I mean, you're
Where
certainly
do
running,
you
yeah.
want her to move? Where
I think
should
it's
I ask her to come and heal me?
I mean, you could even say towards this house. I mean, she will move towards us. We'll just be further inland.
You
Pretty quick
would
with these birds. We'll catch her.
intercept.
coming. Yeah. No need for you to be there if we intercept. Maybe we had some lookouts and knew that she was coming and intercepted.
If you have come to my home and damaged me here and I have damaged you back, I don't think I would remain here. I would have escaped. And I would hide myself at the shore. But yes, I will do this.
Well, this seems all that we've been looking for. I look over to Nyx.
I give thumbs up.
Good. Look over to Amatia.
Hamatia gives a slight nod.
Amartia,
sure.
do you really think we can truly trust him after all that is done?
Oh, you can trust worms to wiggle around. Wiggle, 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 He'll see the opportunity to survive or the opportunity to rise to power. You can trust
There's
that.
He has nothing to lose by doing this, and everything to gain.
Very much very what's the name of it?
Favorable.
Very prosperous opportunity for him.
For the first time, you might see. For the first time, you do see a full smile. Not these like half-cocked smirks or half smiles or gentle pretenses of it. This is a full, happy smile on Vulcan's lips.
I'm glad that we understand each other better now. We'll see you around then.
If all goes well, hopefully not. With all due respect.
Indeed.
Fair enough.
That means all has gone well, and you would have moved on with the things that you want, and I would become the master of the swamp.
Have fun with your water.
I intend to. But I am sorry to say that I'm not sure of your chances of survival, but through this conversation, my respect has certainly increased. I wish you good luck.
Yeah, I mean, that would be good for you, so I understand.
Yes, in a sense, I do wish you succeed on this, but dangerous things you'll be taken in. Well,
So,
I will send this message, and I will move into position and cover myself with this ruse.
very well. Let's move.
You
The
sure you know
most-
momentum? Yeah. No, I think Lyra wants to say something, but she doesn't. She want to punch him, but she's like, no, that's fine, it's fine. She opens the door, she turns around, and she's like, you know what? We need to move on.
I got better fish to punch.
Yeah.
Bukan nods down to Hamartia.
Hmm?
Happy hunting.
Good luck, and she'll go.
Okay, all right. You leave. And there's not much time left, sadly.
Yeah.
This conversation took a very long time. You have the time to return to shore, but not much more than that.
I mean, yeah, we'll I think what we will do, if you allow, maybe Team Trauma is going to use the birds at full speed. To just get a little bit further ahead. And, you know, since if they're halved, it's just a walking speed, or almost a walking speed, right? So
Yeah.
I think Metaja and Dana can catch up somewhat quickly.
I think they can get on the birds if they want as well.
Yeah, but
That's-
we'd have them encumbered, right? If
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just Team Trauma, we don't have encumbered birds, right?
Well, as I said, you will have the time to return to shore, but at that point, you wouldn't have the time to do much else with the birds. And it's also considering, like, Vulcan needs to move back to the shoreline, make sure he's prepared, send this message. So there's an unknown amount of time here of when Baba is going to move.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah. All I'm saying is, like, yeah, we try to. I would just want to find a way to get a little bit more than just ashore, like where our token is kind of.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah. Well, flying there and then going by land. No problem to.
Oh, you mean I see what you mean now. Okay, the birds disappear. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I did not. I was like, oh shit, Baba's already here.
Oh, no. The birds, the hour is
Okay,
up.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But before we go further ahead with that, we're going to go for short break.
Short break! Ah, yeah.
Ooh, that's
man,
good. Metaja's pissed though.
worked.
Hard labor.
Yeah.
That worked
I don't know
perfectly.
if Amatia wants to kill him later or not. Still
He's
deciding.
not a good
I think
person.
Amatia is already still deciding on it.
Go back.
Yeah. Yeah. I will.
Lyria too.
I will refill my glass and I'll be right back.
I think we got pretty lucky. Yeah, if it's inside the tree, we might need something to fly again. If we need to get up to the floorboards of the house, I don't know how easy that's gonna be.
I'm here. Okay, setup time. Let's just zoom this. Oh, big Becky face.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Way back, I'm bad.
What the hell? What the hell are you doing here?
Dad?
Just chillin'.
I hope you're not chilling. We're about to go fight fucking Baba the Saga, man. Jesus. This is going to be a fight, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still debating if I go
Debating?
for haste or for max damage.
Fair. What's the max damage option?
I can get a 48 blade.
Is that on top of the Sun Sword?
Yeah,
that
no,
what it is?
instead of the Sun Sword, because Baba Saga is not undead.
Oh yeah.
So it's just gonna be 1d8 if I use the Sun Sword.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be 48 if I use my Shadow Blade. Which
And
also
is
will
that
probably...
for every single attack?
Yes.
Mm.
But
Okay.
since I don't haste, I reduce the amount of attacks by 1.
Yeah.
But since I quadruple my damage, you know.
Hmm.
But it does remove, you know, the +2 AC and the double movement
Yeah.
and the extra action that can be used for also spell casting.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
So it is like it loses utility, but it increases damage.
Plus the haste is concentration as well, isn't it? Like the Shadow Blade.
Exactly. That's why I can't do both. Yeah. Otherwise, obviously, I would
Yeah.
do both. Yeah.
And if the haste get knocks out, you lose an entire turn. This is the Shadow
Yes.
Blade. You just lose the Shadow Blade.
Yes. And then I could still haste up.
Mhm.
So yeah. It also depends on how the battle starts. Obviously, if I need a double movement, then you know I need a double
Yeah.
movement, and then I need to haste. You know, it's like there's no option there then.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you could do. You gotta see.
You should probably try to hide,
Mm-hmm.
and then just jump her as she's going for the shore.
Might as well that we see her, where exactly she's gonna be, because we know where she's roughly, but
I mean, we can at least attack the tree when we see it. Like, that's fine. Like, getting a jump on the tree would be good enough for me if we don't see
yeah,
Baba,
because we
that's
know
fine.
that it's got the skull.
The skull.
and
Yeah, well,
shit.
he says
I
he
don't
has it
think-
on Baba, but, just jumping the tree and getting the crystal
I
out,
believe
for
he said
example.
it was in the tree with daggers.
Oh, in the branches, right? He said in the
Yeah.
branches.
In the branches.
True, true. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
What did he say it was with?
It was
daggers as well?
no. It was resting on the branches.
Oh, on the branches. I remember hearing something about like daggers, and I was like, what the
Well,
fuck?
Hamartia was doing a lot with daggers.
That's probably why. That's
He
probably
wanted
why.
to use that sneak attack.
Yeah. Sneak attack that table.
Yeah. So yeah, this is very good. This is very, very good. Way better than I was hoping. I mean, I think I also did very good, but still,
Yeah.
doesn't mean we get a good result.
Gotta see what's going on. Scary.
If the thing is in the branches,
Yeah.
and Jivkos has the bag, does Jivkos want to fly?
Flying Moo.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, we might want flying options because the
I mean-
crystal also is gonna be inside the house.
I-
So we might need to get
Yeah.
up there.
It
Also.
matters if it's in the house or it's in the branches.
No, the crystal, like the skull is in the branches, and
Mm-hmm.
the crystals beneath the floorboards of the house.
And the house is in the branches, presumably. on
Probably,
top of
like
the legs.
some higher up, like probably not
Yeah, yeah.
easy reachable.
And
Yeah.
since it's Moo wrecking crew time, it makes sense to give you the, defying gravity moment.
You would fly over.
Something
and
has
just stick in
changed
front.
within me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'd
Obviously-
imagine that it would be athletics, so I could try and like take shit out of it. Yeah. To try and grab. shit.
Does haste also does haste double
Sorry,
any
is
speed
it back?
that you are giving? Because
Uh,
it says the target speed is doubled. But
I believe-
Yeah, it's all movement speed.
so
yeah.
if you give me fly movement, I have doubled fly movement.
hilarious, just a bullet.
Yeah, but then it's also a question of trying
It'd
to.
be 120 movement, right? Oh boy.
Well, yeah, true, but it's also a question of like what happens when you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just thinking. My
So
noggin is
basically,
activated.
you want Jivkos to try and get the fucking gem.
And the
This-
skull, like
Yeah, yeah.
scoop it
This
up
gem
with
is more
the bag,
important. I
and-
think we have such a good
I mean, to be fair, I think
chance
the
to.
gem's probably best to go for first, because obviously that would just entirely disable the tree.
Yes.
And like,
True.
the skull is huge, and I don't know what he'd be able to do with it once he got it.
You just put it in the bag. It's a magic bag that holds the skull.
Oh, you mean the bag of holding?
No. There's a specific bag that Nyx gave Jivkos.
A
That
scroll.
is the bag of a scroll. It's a scroll.
Yes, it's good of holding an item. Yeah.
A scroll of skull.
Do not remember getting given that, but sick. Let me write that down.
It's a scroll of specific holding.
Specific holding. Okay,
Specific holding.
Yes.
got that now.
Perfect,
Because,
like
you know, it's a giant skull, but yeah.
it is limited holding for basically the size of a silver dragon's adult's
Yeah.
head.
A
That's
big
definitely
old
yeah.
skull.
I mean, but
Yes,
we have a good
indeed.
chance
Ava.
of- I mean, I guess it's always good to get the skull, but like we have a good chance of fighting her with everything that's going on, so we shouldn't waste too much time on not fighting her, because that would just leave us more exposed to her damage.
Yeah.
So we should find a good median. But, you know, we'll all make the right decision. You know.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, all right.
You back, Cookie?
Yeah,
Whew.
Yep,
I'm
you
back.
ready? Do you
I'm
think
ready.
that- Yep, perfect. I think we should hide, by the way, and jump her.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So-
sure she's gonna see us regardless.
Well,
Yeah.
pass
Yeah,
without
she's got all of her
trace.
minions.
Yeah.
There's also bugs and whatnot.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
Hag to Hag, I know she can see, she can look at pretty
Hags
much
and
everyone in her.
invisibility.
But she's in a hurry.
Uh,
She thinks
Still
it's just
doesn't-
fall.
I think it's probably not worth it.
Like, Hamatia knows that Babali Saga knows that she knows where she is, you know, because Hamatia knows in her own lair where everyone is.
Yeah.
Does she know?
Well, she can
Yeah.
only
Well, we
you know,
did get it
focus on
specified
one
to them that
person
they
at
have
a
to
time.
check, but if she gets the message, she'll probably exactly check where we are.
Yeah, one person. She can check on one person.
Yeah.
Which just doesn't mean, and then there's also a margin of error, as said. You know,
Yeah.
you only know a margin of error where the person is. Like, it's not a, like, literally, it's not a perfect, like, you know where they are. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, they're around the shore. It's like, that seems plausible. Let's get there. And yeah, I mean, I guess the flies could see us, but if we have something pass without a trace, like, I don't think they can.
We'll have to see.
Like shenanigans.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit like, you know, detect magic in a sense is like supernatural being able, like, Hamatia is able to explain that if she focuses on a creature, she can tell where they are in her lair by a precision of 6 meters.
Yeah.
But then again, it
Yeah,
seems like Baba's lair is not perhaps like a carbon copy of Squall Manor and the Autumnal Grove. But
Yeah, but like, I'm also saying, like, it would be one person, right? And I'm not saying she's not gonna be surprised. She know, like, what's going on. I'm not telling that we should surprise her. But if she doesn't know where we all are, she can't, like... She knows where one person is, and she
Right,
can, like,
that's a
cast
fair
spells
thing.
of one person, and the rest is still gonna be hiding. And she needs to refocus her focus to find the others, right?
It's a fair idea. If it's worth a spell slot. Yeah.
You can also just try
Wait, who
normal
has-
hiding, but it's
oh,
gonna
it's-
be less successful.
Amatia has
obviously.
it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can also do
We
normal
no,
hiding.
longer we no longer have the birds. So.
Yeah.
yes, okay. Let's
go
return
ahead. Sorry.
to
Yep.
to the moment. No, I wasn't ready either until now. Dawn, dusk, midnight, and noon soon give warning to Hamartia that they are unable to remain with her. But you still touch down by the shore, still glide a little bit further up towards that road before you truly sit down, and seconds thereafter they go poof, 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 and they disappear in a smoke together with a few fallen autumn leaves as they go. This is it, guys. It seems like you have found a way to find and confront Baba within moments now. Mateja and Dana are certainly feeling the pressure, and you can see it clearly on their faces. So, how do you wanna play this?
Hamatia will recall. Sol is still in
Yeah, the teleportation circle.
the teleportation circle, yes?
Yeah.
She is going to click her hands to make him disappear, and click her hands again to make him reappear again where she is.
So go poofs and then poofs right beside you.
And she's going to say,
How much is
Sol,
it?
Sol,
Yes, yes.
are you ready for war?
Oh, I was born ready.
She will lift the cane up. And she's going to say, my aunt! And she will cast a giant insect on Sol.
There are only sounds of absolute like happiness in your head from Soul.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Ah! Ah!
I'm so ready.
And she is going to rise up from the ground a few meters while striding on Sol.
Right. Lyra looks up. Don't be too confident, Hamatia. And
Soul
she will-
actually approaches Illyria as Illyria talks to Hamartia, and like the moth face is in your face, Illyria, and Soul goes to like friendly headbutt you.
she kind of
Kadunk.
get moved a bit. Okay. I
It's
will-
a gesture of respect in moths. You're fine. And she'll
Right.
give Nyx a side eye. Because
I will
Nyx
try.
helps Sol.
We should try to spread out a bit if we're so obvious, so she doesn't murder us all at once. And Illyria will like move away and like to a nearby ruin maybe, and or a tree or whatever, and find some cover.
Get away, I say, get as far away from the water as you can, I think. Probably
Yeah,
for
we
the
already
best.
moved inward.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think Wukon told you like exactly where he was gonna hide, to make sure that this plan works out as well as possible. He is concerned about this, so I am going to place a mini Wukon where he pointed out on the map that he would tell Baba that where he is.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah, we'll probably like use these houses here. I don't know if you have a map for it, but we'll probably use like the houses.
You have
or,
to
like,
be
places where
slightly
there's plenty
kind to
of
me.
Cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just places where we have like more than like a little bit of cover and stuff, so she can't target us as easily, and we can spread out more easily. Yeah. So yeah, we'll probably move like somewhere over here, so we
Yeah.
are like in the line, the movement line.
Yes?
And the lar.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything you wanna...
I mean, I think Illyria would try to hide. It doesn't seem like the others are really interested in it, but she would definitely like try to get
No.
cover
No,
and
of
hide.
course. We will like. We want to give some sort of surprise. We're not just standing out in the open
Yeah.
like it's.
Well,
interception,
Matthias on the
right?
giant muff in the sky.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like, fight me!
Hag on hag showdown time.
Yes.
Do you wanna
be
we'll
bait?
let them. We'll let them figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Hunter will be bait.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, you're out there in the open.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll try to hide, as I said.
Nix will hide.
He would too.
And
Okay.
obviously spread out. Yeah.
Let's make a stealth cunning.
Okay.
Not great.
Iris will hide too.
Not great at those.
You can also stay up in the open if you don't want to.
13.
That's so good. Pretty
No
good.
attempt is made.
Oh, she would have. Yeah. Right, let's fix that quickly.
How come Iris's character sheet isn't, the updated one?
It isn't? It's not level 10?
No, it is, but it's like the version of the character sheet.
Oh,
Old.
I just gave you what I got.
Okay.
So. So sad. So sorry about that.
Cool new one. Preposterous.
Preposterous. How dare you?
Can't
Yeah.
even say the word. That's how preposterous it is.
That's disgusted.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So, anxious time ticks by. You're not entirely sure of the timing here of when Vulcan has prepared himself, moved into position, of when the sending is sent out, and where exactly Baba is and how long it will take her to move to him. Five minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25.
We hear anything?
Not currently, no.
No giant tree sounds.
Well, is there, during these twitchy 25 minutes of just soul bursting for action up in the air, and the rest of you hiding as best as you can, Do any of you do anything?
I mean, I think I would look around. I would especially like see if I'll look down to the shore. Because maybe she stays in the water.
That's fair. Like looking both directions.
Yeah, making sure she doesn't like take the long way. I hope Wukon's message was urgent enough, but who knows?
We should also do a self for Mataja.
I think Nyx would do something here.
Yeah.
Since he hasn't done it for a while, but since we know where the skull is and we know it's going to be the branches, Nyx will, as we're sitting there, I think he gets a little. I think Nyx is kind of an impatient guy, and he just wants to. So he will
And
cast locate object.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That is very smart. I like. So, Jake.
Yes, vibe it out.
We vibing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 minutes it lasts. Okay. You send out these songs. You focus on the object described to you. And keep a mental, like an arcane mental lookout as well. About 3 minutes later, Nyx, you do get a ping on that 300-meter range of yours. And it is from you guys. Basically in this direction.
I give hand gestures. Nyx doesn't know hand gestures, but he waves his arms.
Point in
a
this
way.
direction.
Yeah. He like tells Hamatia or tells Illyria to steal third base that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Lyra will do hand signs that she perfectly knows, but she knows only Jifkos really knows what they mean. But she's
Yeah. It was also a little check whether Strahd has decided to come in.
Right. Strahd is not within
very
100
important.
meters of you.
That is good. And he's not anywhere near.
No, he's several hours away.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
good.
Probably,
Okay,
I don't want to check, but you guesstimate in the castle direction.
Yeah. About north, east.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
hours. Yeah.
Sick.
East, northeast. Indeed. Then, as these frantic hand gestures are being had, and like Mataja and Dana, like, what the fuck? But they, in the end, understand the subtext of all of this. There's 10 seconds of holding your breath, eyes just fixated in that direction, watching for any movement at all. And Nyx, you feel that thing steadily coming closer. When it's about 150 meters or so away from you, like halfway there, whoa. It's a compulsion. You begin hearing it. These dull echoes of impacts, of earth being moved, of boulders being tumbled, of trees breaking and twisting and falling. This scraping, heavy, dull impact sound coming ever closer. 100 meters or so. And then it stops and holds its position.
we like I don't know, Amatia's like up there flying.
Mhm.
Does she see? Like, is there 100-meter distance? I mean, it's a fog, but it's a giant
Yeah.
tree. You know, who knows?
No, sadly not. It is basically with Nick's able to like whisper to you guys that it's about 100 meters away. It's like straight.
Like underground or?
No, you don't think that the direction is strange from a vertical standpoint. Perhaps tiniest bit angle slightly upwards. But you know, the mists are thick, and in that direction, you know, it's not like open terrain, right? There's trees, there's bushes.
Seems like she forcing us to approach.
Okay.
I think
Let's just make sure we're
let's-
spread out.
Yeah, we converge.
Yep. Hamatia
Stealthily.
will start advancing because she's out there in the open.
Okay.
If she needs to cross water, she will go a bit higher, so that no
Yeah, I don't
touchy the
think-
water.
Yeah. If it's in this direction, it shouldn't be any water. But...
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It's
Hamatia
slightly north of the road, it seems like. In the wilderness of it all.
So Hamatia will approach high on top of a mighty steed.
And I guess the rest of you will trail behind, because Hamarti going 100
we'll-
meters away.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna stay close to where Hamatia is. But at least Illyria will try to stay somewhat stealth. So, I mean, she is actually sure that she's gonna be the one Baba's gonna focus on. But still, it gives the others a chance to maybe not be immediately targeted. Yeah, so
Okay.
she'll try to move from tree to tree.
Okay, but you will
Stay
try to
there.
be like in the front of the
Yeah.
caravan. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The stealthy caravan.
Okay.
Hamatia.
Amardia, no, it's not like there is a body of water that you begin soaring over, but there seems to be a little bit of a low ground in between the road and the kind of flanking steep hill that is in the center of the fish docks. It seems to be a little bit of a bowl going on here, and it's not like the waters get so tall that they're up at your hips for your friends, but it certainly turns knee deep in many a place. Certainly wetter. And after only a couple of meters of traversing just above the tree line, you do see a couple of meters ahead a few wayward branches of a very distinct and extremely ashen white tree. But there is no leaves, there's no foliage, and most of these branches, even though they're stretching kinda at canopy level, sometimes just above, if there are trees, besides that are older and able to grow on somewhat, dry ground and not die in the waters, there are points of all of these branches where they have been cut, where just that final branchy finger sticks where the branches become less a diameter than perhaps 5 centimeters or so, it's just been cut off. So it leaves this very stumpy, dry, and indeed ashen white, trimmed expression from afar. And the waters turn slightly deeper, and at the same time, most of the foliage drop away. And indeed, before you in the mist, there is this girthy, wide, thick-looking ashen oak tree.
Okay.
where the branches and the trunk has been hollowed out or trimmed in such a way that a big space at the center where kind of like all of those branches move out and scrape at the ground and then go up. It just cradles this rather quaint and rather tiny looking, it cannot be described in any way, wooden hut. There is smoke coming out of the only clear metal you see, a very truncated snaking chimney with a little hat that looks very, very whimsical. There is moss, ivy, and vine growing all over the exterior of it and on top of the shingles of the roof. Where it kinda has been affected by this growth, where the structure itself will become wonky and kind of sagging, not perfectly geometrical anymore. And there's light in the windows of some kind of flickering light within. There is a strange growth of orange, slightly glowing tree mushrooms that are like larger and more apparent around the trunk and the stem, the lower branches, but then there's a few that kind of populate the top of it. And just in this kind of another nest cradle of branches being either grown that way or somehow moved where they just create this perfect little bird nest, there is a bone-white, gigantic skull of a dragon shape sitting just a couple of meters above the house itself, and on top of it, just lying on the nose of it and kind of resting elbows and her upper chest up against where the nose bone kind of makes a swirl upwards in a very lazy, tired-looking position, playing around with some kind of flower in her hand. There is a Bubble Saga.
Oh no.
This bitch.
It's just overwhelming. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey.
There's
Cute.
also two rattling iron cages that hangs from the awnings of it, that holds very loud and actively screeching ravens. There's also indeed like several dream catchers and talismans that hang all over, also within the tree itself. And it looks like the tree has taken root where it is, but the way that it twists and sits there is slightly unnatural. And like, yeah, this thing was not grown like this. It sat down and rested like this. Okay, let's you guys. This is a large open area. You would have to be further away than this to not be clearly seen.
Yeah, I
Am I
mean,
within shouting distance?
no, not necessarily.
If you approach closer, yes. You do also see...
to her, I mean, okay, I see.
Yeah. You do also indeed clearly see at least two, for now, scarecrows that have not moving and taken root into the water itself.
How, just so we know from the start, how high up is like the top of this house, for example?
There is a bit of a stairwell that actually goes down, that almost like scrapes the ground, but actually doesn't touch it. That is made out of indeed trunks and wood. To the top of the stairwell, so you can enter, like reach the door itself. That's 3 meters above the ground. then the house is in between 6 and 3 meters, depending upon if you're at the top of the V or the bottom of it. And then Baba Saga is sitting in that nested area 3 meters above that. So 3, 6, 3.
Jesus.
Yep. We might need more flying things. I'm not here, depending on what's going on.
I burnt all my fine things, though.
Yeah, we don't need to start with it. We'll figure something out. How far ahead are we allowed to? Is it okay where I'm standing?
As you can see, it's a large open area, but with that there, you can probably try to hide there. For sure. For sure. Hamartia, what do you want to do?
Hamartia is going to shout to Baba Saga, rising towards her height, so she can see eye to very distant eye, and she's going to shout very loudly. So you're telling me my mother decided that some wine is better than a moving house?
You actually, when you approached, you saw her twirling this white flower in her hand, and she's almost having her legs up in the air, one resting above the other, and it's kind of playing playfully up and down as she seems to be humming to herself. And then as you say that, she just leans over and places her shin on top of her hand that still rests on the skull itself, lets her golden locks kind of flow with her. Well, your mother had some debts to my son. It wasn't a choice.
I'm trying to take the long way around to get these branches over here from further away. As they're talking.
So here we are in your lair. My trusty steed versus your, I have to say, quite impressive house. So.
It will do. It's been quite a joy having it grow some legs. Change of pace. But also impressive. You found me.
It seems like you found me more than the other way around, if I have to be sure.
Well, I knew that you were somewhere around here, but I thought I would scare you away. But no. Here you are, out in the open. With your friends crawling all around.
Indeed. You know, I am actually really excited about this. You know, I might die. It's very likely, actually. But fighting you with that thing, that just boils my blood a little bit, doesn't it? You know?
You tickle my ego in just the right ways, little Amartia. Yes, indeed. If that is what you want to do, you will die. Is it worth it? You know, if you think me so great, why not just accept the title, ditch your friends? I mean...
I concede that your power is great, Babali Saga. But unfortunately, I do not consider you great. Or perhaps I should. You see, I came to learn of a few things during my time here. Very lovely place, by the way. I thought You took care of your family. So I have to say, why blast a baby into smithereens? Was it you? Was that your handiwork?
Ah, it was quite a shock when Cell told me. When I arrived and saw them there, I must confess I let my emotions get the better of me. I think I reacted before I could think. I would have perhaps appreciated more punishing them in a slow and tantalizing manner, but I must say, a baby's blood is even more potent when you want to turn yourself even more youthful. Something about that specific soul power. Yes. It was quite a lovely bath afterwards.
I'm quite impressed. How did you manage to hide all of that from your acolytes? I thought that you were actually never going to hurt a baby. They have so much faith in you. How did you manage to do it?
I do have a soft spot for the little things, but they need to be mine, in a sense. I'm the only mother around that is allowed. There's only space for one of us here.
It's good enough. And I never claimed to be a mother neither, so... Alright, you talk about one... Yes. I'm just curious about one more thing, if I might. My final lesson, I guess. So you've killed them by your authority for a slight upon you. Why keep it secret? Why all of these things? And just out of curiosity, did Vukon... When we confronted with Zer, were you aware of that?
There's too many things at the same time. I understand that you're curious. Of course I did. The agreement we had was that if Wukon made you jump the little boy, and indeed kill him, then I would have a perfect, legitimate reason to attack you and ambush you. So I'm quite frustrated that you didn't fall into his little trap. And then, if he would have succeeded, well, I would have seen quite favorably upon him to take the Knight Apostle position that is open when I would have your cold dead corpse in my hands. But why did you have to talk to him so much?
Well, you see, unlike you, we're not a bunch of bloodthirsty maniacs, so we actually try to reason with people.
Two things. I think Metasia and Dana probably should be on the map.
Oh, thank you.
And is the water difficult terrain? And like up until here? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Right assumption.
You said it. So there's no direct way to get onto the roof, or is there? Could one like jump and get onto the roof, or
there will be some climbing involved. It wouldn't be necessarily extremely hard, but indeed, it's 12 meters up to reach her.
Yeah.
Where is everyone? I can't see anyone on the map right now. Oh wait, I see.
The most are in the back, and the only one that
Yeah.
can move forward.
Now, who has the count bank?
I do.
Yes.
The count. I'm just saying that you have a counter. I don't
know.
know.
I have
Okay.
been thinking.
Mattia is going to say, you know, me against you, little old me, against big scary you. I don't think I have a chance, to be honest. I'm not a fool.
I know
That's-
that there's others out there, crawling around like worms in my swamp. But this is still your decision, little Hamartia. We are not yet beyond the point of no return.
Oh, I think I pissed you off enough when I killed my mother.
I think
I'm-
before.
Oh.
Sorry.
No.
I don't
Do you
know.
have a
I
question?
think Illyria's looking around, and she doesn't. It doesn't seem like this is going anywhere for her, and
Uh-huh.
she is worried. The longer it goes, the more people are positioned. So I think she would activate haste on herself and run towards the house.
Oh, and so it begins then, I see.
All right, that will be a ambush action. Baba's face will indeed whip towards you, Lyria, and some of the features will immediately start melting away as the pretense of this conversation and this approach also melts away. But what happens next? We will find out next time!
This is the most awesome boss fight ever! Holy shit! Why is the fucking thing? It's like blah blah blah. Okay.